She's like an interesting character that I just made up. This is probably one of my favorite sketches from the book, actually. I really like this one a lot. These are my two characters, Arya and Cherry, just kind of like glaring at each other because they both kind of have a tough personality, so I thought it would be funny to draw them together like that. And I'm going to be drawing Cherry a lot more soon too, so that's going to be fun. Arya's from an old comic I did called The Witch House, which I think I still have copies of it, but I don't really sell it anymore because it's pretty old now. It was like one of the first comic projects I did when I was in college, so I don't want people to see it that much. Hey, this is a still accurate self-portrait of me. So I think I did this one night when I couldn't sleep. It's like daytime, sparkly, but then nighttime, can't sleep. I've been having trouble sleeping lately, but then like the past few nights I've been sleeping okay again, so it's good. Sometimes I go on and off where it's like hard to sleep at night because I get anxiety or whatever. But yeah, that was just like a funny thing to do. This is, I think her name's Dejiko from Digicharet. She's like a big mascot in Akihabara too. She was drawn by Koge Dombo. And she's really cute. I like her. She's the mascot for a chain store called Gamers, which sells a lot of like anime and manga stuff. This was a drawing of Ikuto. I don't remember why I did this one in particular. He has like an interesting fence behind him. I don't know what that was about. This was a kind of like painting drawing I did after going to a friend's funeral, which was pretty sad, obviously. This was done with like a Japanese brush pen, and I don't know, I guess I just wanted to convey the feelings I had or something like that. It's always fun to do like a little bit more painterly drawings once in a while. And this was drawn with like a similar kind of painterly style, and I did that the same weekend. So she has like a hole in her heart. No! And that's her being sad. And her heart's like away, but it's still kind of near, I guess. So maybe it's not too sad after all. I think there I tried to start drawing it, but then I didn't like it, so then I just drew it over here. This was a thumbnail sketch for an alien destroying the world kind of drawing, like a cute alien girl destroying the world. But I never actually finished it, so I finished the line art and I started coloring it, but I never actually finished the illustration. I don't really have interest to finish it now, but I still have the concept art here. Meow. That is me. This is another drawing of Arya from the Witch House. Sometimes I like to draw my old characters just because it's like nostalgia. And I still love her design. I don't know if I'd ever use her again for anything because I want to like make new stories as well, but she's fun to draw from time to time. This is again Love-chan. So I drew her proportions a little bit weird in this one, but it's an ink drawing, so I guess that happens. And this was a sketch I did for a zine at the beginning of my senior year. So she's kind of like a Camilla D'Erico inspired, like a bunch of stuff on her head. Mostly like ice cream and chocolates and strawberries, and there's like an octopus, which I love. And she has like little ice cream tattoos as well. So yeah, she was fun to do. I like her. There's a dinosaur. I never really draw dinosaurs, but there's one. And this is an alien monster called Toots. They act like a dog pretty much, and they bark, but then they have this disgusting like human mouth with fangs and a giant tongue. So yeah, there are my worst nightmares. And this is another girl who's like a kind of sci-fi pirate type of looking girl. She's like very rugged and has like a lot of scars and stuff. And for some reason I had her acting tsundere there too. And there she's having fun riding on her hoverboard. Whee! Okay. These were thumbnails for the class with the pirate girl, the dinosaur, and the alien together. If you can imagine that. That was an interesting project I did for college. It was like we kind of had to do a comic that revealed a lot of our weaknesses, basically. So it was pretty, like, they had a pretty difficult stuff. We had to draw, like, this scene from above showing, like, the city streets and this, like, ball of light crashing into the middle of it, and all these cars and stuff, and them, like, riding through the middle. That was, like, pretty challenging, but it was fun. I didn't miss anything? Okay. There's just a little sketch of Sherry again, which is fun. Except she has like little diamond tattoos instead of like the little triangle she usually has. This is kind of, I don't know, work girl? I don't remember what she was for. I don't know, that was a while ago. This is a girl with short black hair and red eyes, obviously. Again, I don't remember what her origin was, probably just for fun. And this was the guy from the previous comic with the dinosaurs and aliens I talked about. And he has a shirt that says aliens exist. So he probably watches that guy on what channel was that? Like Discovery or History, where he's just like, aliens exist. That one meme. I don't remember the guy's name though. This is a kind of kitty idol girl. She has like a little alien in her hair. And little bubbles and a microphone, and yeah, I don't remember what, I think I copied her outfit from somewhere, but I don't remember where. It was probably like some kind of photograph I found online or something, I don't know. And this is another warm-up sketch I did with her wearing this like interesting looking skirt. I don't know if that skirt's very flattering on her. I don't know if I'd draw that now. This is Keiko from Rocker Romantics, but not a very good sketch of her. There's a better sketch of Sherry over on this side with her hands up. And I think that one looks better than the Keiko one. I did that for a class project where we had to do a kind of poster with them. And I have this little sketch of Sherry on the side freaking out with Gretchen. And yes, that's her name now. Her name is Gretchen. So I'm gonna draw a lot more of her soon, which will be fun because I really like her. I just have like random notes on here as well. I don't know what they're about. This was concept or thumbnail sketches for when I did Sherry's character sheet. Yeah, so these were just like the basic poses and expressions, and I finished that later on. This was the concept for the poster. I don't know if I ever like posted the poster fully online, but these were like the sketches I did for it, and that was fun to do. I have the dialogue on the side here. This is usually how I plan comics in general as well too. I do like these really quick sketches and I write down like what I'd like the dialogue to be, and I did like little teeny sketches of the different parts of it. And these were thumbnail sketches of the little scenes or panels in the actual poster. So this is like close-up thumbnail sketches of it. And I can actually, like, it's hanging on my wall, so I can just show you guys real quick. I don't know if the lighting's gonna be the best. I got lightheaded because I stood up too fast. Okay, but yeah, this was the finished poster. So you can see there's Sherry and Keiko flying up here, and here are like all the little individual panels that you can see I did a sketch of. So you can see like the resemblance of the original sketches to the finished product basically. And there's the full thing. And I have the line art that I drew by hand below it as well. So this one, yeah, the line art was drawn by hand, so that was a bit time consuming, but I had a lot of fun with it. I remember I was drawing on the floor of the studio at school. Okay, now I'm gonna come back over here and continue going through this. This was a little sketch of Sherry I didn't finish. This, I think I drew it during Cartoon Allies, which is a club at School of Visual Arts that I was helping to run my last year. when I was there. And I think we were supposed to draw for one of the drawing prompts, like us in our Halloween costume. So I drew myself as a pumpkin, and I have a tattoo that says Spoopy Girl. And I'm looking at you judgmentally. Okay. And then I drew Sherry as a cat girl, and the prompt was probably to draw our character in a Halloween costume. So yeah, I drew her as like a cute little cat girl, which is fun. And I like her annoyed face there too. And then I also drew Ivy as a witch girl. Ivy's also from Rocker Romantics and Killer Angels, the same comic as Sherry and Keiko. So yeah, I really love drawing her hair with this like brush pen. Like, that was so much fun to do. I really just enjoy drawing that kind of hair. And yeah, just all the textures and stuff is fun. I almost feel like I kind of want to get another brush pen so I can do more drawings like this, but at the same time I don't draw traditionally that much anymore, so oh well. These are a few random little sketches. That is Leo, also from Rocker Romantics, a sketch I didn't finish. This was from the Catgirl comic I did, which I showed, that's on the back of my sketchbook. So she has a bunch of eyes all over her, and she got a scar on her back, so that sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that to you. I think I was drawing something for like a little girl. I was like drawing a bunch of like little sketches. They look kind of weird. This is Leo's concept art. So, yeah. Like I said, he's from Rocker Romantics and Killer Angels as well. He's kind of the love interest. And he has like this cool kind of fur coat, and most of his clothes are black, and he has like cute bow legs as well. I like his shoes too. They have like the little crosses. They're kind of punky. I guess his whole outfit's kind of punky though. So, yeah, he's kind of like a cool rocker guy too. These were designs I did for the logos. So I was trying to like think of the logos, and these were like really early designs which didn't really work out, but maybe I'll use them in the future. We'll see. Because I'm going to be doing the webcomic again soon probably. After I finish Maid Story. I think those were notes from my teacher. I don't really remember though. That was another, I don't want the light to block it, or my shadow to block it. But that was another design for the logo possibly, which when I actually did render this one, but it didn't look good at all, so I had to redo it, which was kind of sad. It was just like too much. And these were little thumbnail sketches of wallpapers, or phone wallpapers I was gonna do, which I did Sherry and Keiko, but I didn't really finish any of the other ones. And these were emoticons I was working on, which I also didn't fully finish, but I got the like pretty far on them. I was gonna make them into line stickers, but I never actually did them, but maybe I'll complete them one day. I can actually show over here, I also have this on my wall. These were how they were supposed to look like. I didn't really have much more work to do on them. They're almost finished, except I had to do like a little bit of more shading. So yeah, those were almost done actually. Maybe I should finish them sometime. And back over here. So next page. Whoop. These were some early like Rocker Romantics cover thumbnails. So this was an early concept. I'm probably gonna do another illustration with Sherry and Keiko once I decide I want to do the webcomic. But yeah, and those were Ivy character sheet thumbnails as too. There's like a weird sound coming from outside that I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore it. And these were cover thumbnails. So this was like the cover I actually went with, that if you have the comic, you know how it looks like. And there's the sketch of Sherry, and there's the sketch of Keiko. And that's how the composition looks like together. This is, so one night when I was in Cartoonalize, the same club I was talking about I went to when I was in SVA, We had this night where we just drew weird stock photos. Like, if you Google stock photos, you can find some really weird stuff that you're like, what is this even for? So this one was a girl's face surrounded in cucumbers, and it says so fresh. So that was the first one. And then the second one was this guy who was laying on a birthday cake. Like, is there any reason for that? I want to know the context. So I drew Sherry and Keiko in that photo. And here's another cute little Sherry sketch, and like the little chibi, so cute. Okay. These were more sketches. I did of the emoticons. I may release them one day if I start doing the thingy. My friend drew Kirino from Oren no Imoto, so just ignore that. This is Gretchen. At first I was gonna name her Ale, but then I now want to name her Gretchen. I feel like that suits her a lot more. And I was just like drawing her in her bra so I could show all the like tattoos she has, because I was trying to figure out what kind of tattoo she was gonna have on her, since she is indeed covered in tattoos. But it's a lot harder to think of what kind of tattoo she'd have than I thought, because I feel like I really want them to be specific to her personality too, you know? This was a poster I did for the live comics reading, which is an event also at SVA where we all read our comics out loud. So that was fun. I didn't like how the poster came out as much. It came out okay, but I didn't really have much time to draw it, so it was like a little bit of a rush job. These were more emoticon designs that I just showed you as well. So those were fun to do. There's a little Yandere-chan, which most of you guys would know from Yandere Simulator. More emoticons. I guess I just sketched them all in here. And this one I was watching Serial Experiments Lane again, so I wanted to draw her a bit. I watched it one time and then didn't finish it, and then this time I was watching it through a second time and I fully finished it. Some of the expressions are a little bit weird, but I like her character a lot. Kudomi! She's my favorite Sanrio character. So I did like a little human version of her. I love her. She's so cute. Origami fortune teller. I think I was trying to explain to someone what that was, because I used to make them a lot when I was a kid. I don't remember how to make them anymore though, but I could probably just Google it and figure it out again. So this was the actual concept sketch for, like I said before, the live comics reading poster, posted by Cartoon Allies, yay! And it has all the information there. So, yeah, that was fun. Even though I didn't fully like the final outcome, it was still fun to do. There's a weird dog, and there is a weird sketch and another weird sketch, so I'm just gonna skip that. These are just like two tiny sketches. This one I drew while I was watching this video called Sugar Water by Sibo Mato, which is a cool band. You should totally look them up if you don't know them. And this was a little fairy elven girl in a bit of a different style than I usually do. She's a little bit more chibi-ish. Okay, so I've been filming for quite a while, so I'm just gonna try to go through the rest of the sketchbook quickly. This is a drawing I did when I had the flu last year, and I was very sick for about 3 weeks, so that's why she's like that. Small self-portrait in a different style. This is a Pripara fan art. I'm a big fan of the series. This is the main character, and I really love her detailed clothing too. And as you can see, I have some posters on my wall too of Pripara as well. Okay, next I have this little demon ice cream girl. She's actually from another comic I did called Lollipop Scissors, but I never finished it. It was like a school project I did a while ago. And here's another drawing of Gretchen. I'm excited to be able to draw her more soon. This is one of my friend's characters from her webtoon. Sorry, I don't remember what the name of the webtoon is called. And for those called Niners, I think. Yeah, that was it. And this was... I think she's from Red Velvet. I drew for one of my friends as well. I think she was Joy, but I don't remember exactly. These are also the characters for Lollipop Scissors. This is an unfinished sketch. So, yeah, I never really got to draw that part of the story, which is why it has the title it does, but maybe I'll finish it one day. This was kind of a vent drawing, which is kind of cool, I guess. I like the weird face. I think that's interesting. Some drawings of my boyfriend. I'm always nervous to draw people in real life, though. And that's kind of a self-portrait, I guess. Oh, these were some drawings I actually got when I was in Cartoon Allies. I was running a table at our school's fair, and I had my sketchbook open so anyone can draw stuff. So these are from all, obviously I'm on the top left, but then the rest are like all different artists that went to School of Visual Arts and we're gonna go to Cartoon Allies or whatnot, or we're just like visiting by the table. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm happy to have that as like a kind of memento. This was another class drawing. I really like this eye. And then here's a drawing of Haruka. Her hair looks a little bit weird here. I'm not as big of a fan of this drawing, but I kind of like her expression. This is a weird flower girl. I guess I was trying to do something different. I don't know. She has really, really big eyes. This was based on an art piece I saw at the Whitney that was like an animation. I don't remember. I think it was called 1 Million Kingdoms or something. You can look at the, not illustration, you can look at the animation online. They have it there. It's pretty interesting. It kind of struck me, so I wanted to draw it myself. Maybe this is a self-portrait? I don't know. But I just wanted to do like the hand reaching out and the expression, which I think is pretty fun. And this was a kind of demon girl that I didn't finish. I guess I did most of her, but I just didn't like finish her outfit. Soda Girl. I was trying to get back into doing more ink sketches because I didn't like how the pencil sketches would always like smudge my notebook. But yeah, I think I did the hands pretty well for that one. This is just a very short sketch. Usually I do sketches a lot more detailed, but this was like a very quick one. And so was this one, like a little Target girl. I like her skirt. Like, I feel like it'd be fun to wear one of those in real life. Oh, this one's cool. She's kind of like a honeybee girl, I guess. She has like this kind of striped shirt and has 4 eyes, which is pretty fun. And honey, and also like the weird hair and stuff. And I quite like the skirt shape too. I think that was a fun ink sketch. And here's another ink sketch of Ivy, who is from RockRomantics, and she's always so much fun to draw. So I kind of wanted to do like a kind of pinup style of her just laying down. And yeah, I really love drawing her. She's really fun to do. Especially like, I don't know, just like all the shapes in the hair, and it's like, oh my god. It's like one of my favorite types of hair to draw too. And there's a little adorable little chibi of her down here too. And here's Sherry walking through the snow. Can I turn page as well? Okay. This is Gretchen covered in snow after, I think it was like a snow day or something, so I just drew this for my Instagram. And here are some sketches I didn't do myself. These were actually from my teacher, who was helping me to think of a new logo for RockRomantics because the first one didn't work out, as I said previously. And these designs were a lot nicer. So yeah, I like those a lot too. So I taped them in my sketchbook. That's the guy from Lollipop Scissors, who I never got to finish. He kind of has like a Zuko style kind of face scar. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. But I didn't really get to draw him much, so that's too bad. And here's like a kind of girl with the angry female sign on her shirt, which is kind of fun. Here's another picture of love, this time in a different outfit. I really like these kinds of sheer kind of dresses, so I wanted to draw her in one. And they're fun to color too. I'm doing like an illustration with that kind of sheer fabric as well. So yeah. Here's a Sherry ink sketch. I wanted to draw her in like a little bit of a different outfit. So it's also still kind of like a schoolgirly outfit, I guess. But yeah, I was so disappointed when I drew the thumb the wrong way. Like, the sketch was perfect except for that. So I was like really sad when I found that out. But oh well, it's too late. So yeah, here's a sketch of Keiko. I really love drawing this kind of hair and just drawing her fingers going through her hair, which I think is really fun. And that's me, which I've used as my Facebook profile picture for the longest time. I think I changed it recently, but that was like my favorite. That is my accurate self-portrait. This was, I think I was doing some kind of like fashion planning thing. Like maybe I was thinking about like clothes I wanted to buy or something. I actually have this skirt now, which is kind of fun. Like I've wanted this skirt for a long time and now I actually have it. It's like a pale peachy pink, so I'm glad I was able to finally get around to doing that. And I also have a new leather jacket, so that's also fun. Yeah, actually I noticed I got most of these clothes that I drew here, so that's cool. Skipped a page. These are mostly like a lot of little thumbnail sketches. These were thumbnail sketches for Lollipop Scissors, which I didn't finish. Other than that, there's not much else going on here. This is a fun drawing of Gretchen I did. This is actually one of my favorite sketches of her. I really like this one. And the texture of the ink and everything. I think I drew this with a micron or something. And this is a weird sketch I did of my boyfriend, so we're just gonna skip that. I think I was making fun of him. This I drew in a bar where he was working. So, yeah. He works like as a musician, so he plays guitar at this place. It's kind of like a bar restaurant, so I was there waiting for him, and I just drew like the counter and stuff. And I think I did these doodles in the same location, just some expressions with the brush pen and whatnot. The brush pen's pretty fun to use. This was a little like angel type of sketch. She kind of has wings like Blondie, but like not like crystals, they're actual feathers. And yeah, that was fun to do. And it's a little bit of a headshot with some fun brush texture hair. Here's a kind of bubbly girl. It'd be fun if the bubbles actually did that, but most of the time they don't. And this was a kind of self-portrait. Maybe that's how I'd look like if I had a tattoo or something. I'm probably never gonna get a tattoo though, because it's like, I don't know if I want to spend the money on that, you know? I'd rather like buy comics or something, or art supplies, I don't know. Model drawing with the brush pen again. It's always good to do these kinds of practices once in a while, but I gave her like a kind of manga-ish face. This is a No War sketch I did. I guess this was kind of like event drawing too. This was a bit around the time when we had like a little bit of the nuclear scare with North Korea, missile scare. So I drew that to kind of help myself feel better. These are sketches of Edo Manga Sensei. She's really cute. I love her design. I think it's a lot of fun to draw her. So I drew like a little happy one, and I just drew a normal one on the side. Here's a girl with cool braided hair, and I gave her a little bunny girl, and it looks like something really tragic happened to her. I don't remember what I was, I forget what the story behind her was. I think I was like thinking of something for her, but I don't remember exactly what it was. There are plushies that look like this bunny one, but I don't remember the name of the brand, but I've always wanted one because they're really cute. Here's more Edo Manga Senseis. This one is in her, like, not her maid outfit, like I designed it for her, but she's in like a maid outfit, and here's another like headshot of her that I didn't finish up. And this is, I think, the last one. This is a kind of cool magical girl design I did. I really like her hair. I think it's really cool. And there's a little headshot of her. And I used some like blue pens and stuff for this one. And yeah, that's her outfit. It has a lot of cool textures and stuff. I think that was a lot of fun to do. And the rest of this is mostly like model drawing, so I'm not going to go through it much since I've already been filming for a while and I want to kind of wrap this up. So yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. I guess if I find any more of my old work, I can do another video on that, but I hope that it was fun to like go through the sketchbook. I've never really done a sketchbook tour like that before. I've flipped through it like briefly on certain videos on Instagram and stuff, but I haven't like actually gone through the whole thing, so it was a lot of fun to do. So yeah, if you guys have anything else you want me to do in videos, feel free to let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye!